within the last couple of weeks, we had a claim come in that ended up not turning into a claim. It was a vehicle that was in excess of 22 years old. So it was an older vehicle in excess of 200,000 miles. They did not have collision on their policy. Unfortunately, an inexperienced driver had hit ice. It was nothing they could have done. They weren't speeding. That vehicle ended up being totaled. The first thing that happened is that child went to the hospital, and the hospital was asking for the auto insurance, even though that they had medical insurance. And that client reached out to me, and I said, hey, I think they're overreaching and asking for information. There was no other vehicles in this accident, no people hurt in this accident, except the driver who was just getting a checkup. And I said, let's hold off with putting in that claim, and let's make sure that your health insurance took care of everything, not just quickly run off and report a claim where something you may not need coverage for. And really what you're doing is just making sure that what's properly going to the carrier is necessary, and what's properly not having to be there is also very important. So just talking with the client and walking him through the next steps was absolutely critical. And it was critical because after the whole claim and the whole situation was taken care of, he's like, hey, I never would have thought that I would go this route. I always thought I'd just call the insurance company and that's it. I said, no, you always call us. Let us work with you. There was no damage to any property, any state property. The car did not have collision. Communicating with your agent was absolutely critical, and we walked him through the right process and making sure things were taken care of for him, versus just running off to the insurance company and reporting something and then them coming back and saying, well, there is no coverage for any of this, and then that's sitting in a report somewhere. So making sure that you're communicating and you have trust in your independent agent is absolutely critical at the time of a claim. Pick up that phone and communicate with your agent. That is extremely important to your future premiums.